Hello guys, thank you very much for tuning in. This is yet another video, and this time around we trying to go through the average if formula of function. First of all, I want to thank you very much for all of you that have tried to subscribe, you've shared, you've left a comment. Thank you very much, and thank you very much. It actually helps a lot. A reminder, so we've created several other videos previously, so go check out our SAMIF video, our video on SAMIFs, our video on countif, our video on countifs. If you want to learn those, check them out on the channel, and you'll be able to know how those functions work. So for this particular video, we're trying to go through the average if. So we trying to use the same data sets that we've used before, but to answer different questions. And this time around, I'll take you through two questions just to help you understand how the average if function or formula works. Quickly, average if, as it states, you're averaging something if a certain condition is met. This comes in handy if, for example, what we're trying to do. Question 1, they're asking us to average what is the average amount deposited through MTN or in MTN. For those checking this for the first time, this is a data set that actually has different transactions and details about those transactions. So it has the year the transaction happened, it has the month, it has the date, and the long date, you may call it summary date, and then the network. So this is like a telecom network that the customer used when they are trying to do the transaction. It has the phone number of the customer that did the transaction, the deposit, and then the actual amount of money, for that transaction. So you may want to know what is the average amount, for example, MTN, what is the average amount of money deposited, from all customers that deposited through MTN, what is the average amount? So how do we respond to that? So I'll simply remove this, and like I mentioned, equal sign if you're trying to work with any function or any formula. Equal sign, simply average, average if. So I'll put my average if, and like we shall see in my next video, there's a difference between average if and average ifs. So if you're dealing with an average if, you're dealing with one condition. So you're averaging if a certain one condition is met. But there are cases when you want to average if multiple conditions. For example, you're averaging if the transaction happened on a certain date and the amount is within this range. All happened within a certain date and it is from a certain telco network. So this is how it works. So for this video, we shall delve more into the average if. So average if, and definitely for those seeing this for the first time, there's always a baby or little question mark, which always like helps you understand a lot more about the formula that you're trying to work with. So as you can see, how the formula works. So average if, they're asking for the criteria range. So what range or what set of cells have the condition, you understand, that you're trying to fulfill before you actually do the average. I hope that is clear. I guess it will be clear as we do it practically. So average if, so our condition is MTN, and in our data set, MTN is a network and network is in column E. So average if, so I'll reach out for the range. For my range is going to be column E. So I'm first checking for the condition. So my condition here, which is the criterion, will be MTN. So I'll put it in double quotes, like I mentioned in previous videos, double quotes, because MTN, the condition is text. So if we're checking for a number, then we would not put that. But now because it is text, I'll put it in double quotes. So I'll simply put MTN. And then what is the average range? What are you trying to average? So I want to average the amount. So I'll highlight that and I'll simply close. Quickly, I'll answer that, and This simply means for all transactions that happened on MTN, averagely customers were depositing or transacting. This is 15,777. You understand? That is the amount of money. This answers a very, very crucial question. I'm sure these normally come up in your different spaces, workplaces, or even, so it is important. What does it show? It shows what is the average amount of money deposited for all transactions that actually went through MTN as a network. Very good. So you can clearly see it here. You understand and how it works. Quickly jump into the second question. So I'll remove this. This question is asking us find the average amount deposited from Airtel. So how do we do that? Check it out. Equal sign, like I mentioned, for every function, start with an equal sign. This is going to be average if, open bracket, or simply click it on the list. Average if. So since our condition here is Airtel, and Airtel is a network, and we have a column that has all networks for every transaction, so I'll simply add the range. I'll show you this. So I'll add the range. So they're asking for the criteria range, so the range that has the condition. You understand? So I will highlight the network, or column E, because it has the condition, which condition is the network, which is Airtel. So simply do that and add the condition. What is the criterion? So it will be that I'll add Airtel and then do they're asking for the average range. What do you want to average if this condition is met? And since the question is asking us to average the amount, I'll add the amount column and I will close that. Boom. So meaning on Airtel, for all transactions that happened on Airtel, regardless of the date, their average amount was 13,804. You understand? So this is how the average works. So I'll just put maybe one bonus question, maybe question 3. So we can maybe just find one. Find the maybe average amount deposited on, for example, 16th. This is the date. So how do we answer that? So I'll put this in bold, just like the rest. So what would be an answer for this? Yeah. So for this, I will put equal sign average if you're averaging. What is your criteria range? What is the criteria range? So criteria range is the range or a set of cells that have your condition. And what is our condition? Deposited on 16th. So what will be our criteria range? Our criteria range will be the day, which is the column C. It has the day. So I'll simply highlight column C and I'll put the condition. Which condition is 16th? So I'm not going to put 16th in double quote because it is not text. It is a number. So I'll just put 16th. Now, if this is met, what should be summed? As you can see, this little question mark, they're asking for the average range. So I'll just simply highlight my average range. So if this condition is met, in other words, if the day, the column C which has the day, is 16th, simply average for me the amount, and I'll close that and you'll see it happening. This would be the average amount of all transactions that happened on 16th. Thank you very much. That was bonus for us to better understand this. Thank you very much. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share with friends. I'll be able to check out your comments on the video. Thank you very much. Check out my other video coming next about the average ifs so we can see the difference.